Let's get this thing going.
Check 1, 2.
The Hip Hop Study Hall podcast with DJ Ekin starts now.
About hip hop.
But I want people to hear this part because I went through this at radio before I decided to bounce and do the DJ thing like I do it now and do what I want to do. For the longest time though, you got this job.
Yeah.
And I did. I had a dope job at radio. I'm doing nights every night. I got a few endorsements here, but I still got these things I want to do.
Yeah.
And something made me be like, yo, I gotta go. I can do this NFL thing. I can do this ESPN thing. I can do these other things.
Yeah.
What made you? Because you gotta. You dancing.
I was doing it.
You on tours. You on tours that people, like you said, this is a career move. They want to stay there.
Yeah.
I'm done.
It was that little voice in my head that was just like, if you don't do this, you're always going to wonder. You know, it was like in every room I had touched as a dancer and with the successful career I had, there was always one person in the room on the camp that would, pull me to the side and be like, yo, you're so dope, like, or your energy, or like, what are you doing next? Like, you're bigger than this. Like, when I really started to pay attention, I was getting those little like omens a lot in my dance journey. And so I think that kind of encouraged me to like muster up the courage to like believe it in myself, because as a dancer you're constantly kind of like playing small in a sense. It's like, don't outshine the artist, don't do too much, but do just enough. Like, it's this like, you really have to find the balance, and I was kind of tired of that. Like, I just wanted to shine. I just wanted to do my thing. And after the Drake tour, I was like, I got a taste of that. It was only 6 women, so we were able to get up there and just go crazy. So after that, I was like, nah, like, it's time. Like,
it's time.
I got to get this out. I got to at least see what happens.
Right.
There's no guarantee. And that's what I tell people now, the haters, like, everyone's like, how is she? She's only there because this or that. It's like, cool, you know what I'm saying? I hear y'all, but like, the way my life is going this is destiny. Like, this couldn't be forced.
Look, let me make this point right here so that everybody understands it. Right, you look like me, which means you brown. You brown, black. Let me tell you something. And Chris Rock said this. You can do the research. Okay. Chris Rock said everybody always talking about, well, they only got this because of this. If you look in the average room, 50-60% of the people in it that got a job because they knew somebody.
Yeah.
So don't you ever, me telling you, don't you ever feel bad because you worked your ass off and then you happen to have a connect that said, I'm gonna give you another opportunity.
Yeah.
All right, I'm with you on that move.
Yeah.
All right. So now we're at the music.
We're at the music.
So when you decided that now we make the move, did you have an idea of where you wanted to go, or did you know like this is the sound I'm looking for, this is who I might want to work with? How did that part start?
I definitely had like a development period where I was like trying to figure it out.
Right.
I'm very like, I wanted to be self-made so bad. I have so many amazing connections. So it took me some time to like extend a hand to get help. But I do feel like I always knew who I wanted to be sonically, but it took some development, right? It's like, it's a numbers game. You get in the studio, you try some stuff. You're like, that wasn't quite it. I want to do something more like this or whatever. So the first few records I put out in my catalog were definitely just like off relationships, off kind of a whim of just getting in the studio and trying to learn my voice a bit more, which is why Seesaw, to kind of fast forward, was such a big moment, because it was the first record I did that was like, this is what I want. This is who I am.
Boom.
This is what I want my introduction to be, like real, relatable content, that females can relate to. And then obviously,
right.
got the feature, and it just kind of went from there.
Yeah, and speaking of Seesaw,
Yeah.
You and Sweetie are like one of your best friends?
Yeah, we're real life friends. So that's why that feature was dope. I like stuff to be organic, not forced. Didn't have to ask. She actually surprised me with the feature. She like pulled up one day and I had just done the record. Shout out to Trev Rich. That was our first studio session together when we gave birth to Seesaw. And instantly we were like, yo, this is one of them ones. Like, it just was catchy. It was upbeat. It was relatable. It was heartfelt. And then I played it for Sweetie, which I don't do. Like, I don't play music. I don't ever want people to feel like I'm like, get on my record. You know,
Right.
It was like, I just want to build it. And if I build it, I always knew like they'll come, they'll support. But she heard it and she wanted to hear it in the car. You know, she's a Bay girl. She was like, this slaps. I need to bump it in the car.
You gotta hear it in the car. You gotta hear it in the car.
That's the real test. So she heard it in the car. And then a few weeks later, she FaceTimed me from the studio and was like, surprise, like had a feature on it. And I was like, whoa, like it just now. From then to now, my life has been like crazy.
I know you're trying to get it, all the latest and greatest content from Hip Hop Study Hall, right? You trying to get your hands on that? It's DJ Ekin, man. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button, all right? Get the alerts. Hit that subscribe button now.